What is up, Game Life Squad? It is Matt here from Game Life Reviews, here to review Space Force. Guys, let's get into it. This is the new comedy show from Steve Carell. He produced this show for Netflix, and it's I just wanted to talk about a show for once. I feel like I talk about a lot of games, so I wanted to talk about this comedy show on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, it's a little bit different than Steve's prior endeavors, you know, doing The Office, one of my favorite shows ever made. It was so funny. I love Steve Carell. Anything he's done, he's just a funny guy. Space Force is different. It has a kind of a true story if Space Force is real, if it was real. And it's this like a story of him, this flawed character trying to run Space Force, you know, and do space missions, and it's goofy, it's silly, it's also a little serious at times. It has a weird tone to it, but it kind of works. And some of the cast is just great. You have Lisa Kudrow, his wife in the story. She is she's in prison, and Lisa is just always a naturally funny woman. She's just, you can tell on screen, like, she just is a funny person, and it just works. You also have Ben Schwartz. You know, I love this guy from Parks and Recs and stuff. He always brings life to the story. He brings the humor up a notch and brings some levity to the comedy style. Because the comedy style is kind of drier than what you might be used to with something like The Office. It's not quite the same, so he brings that up though. He brings his style to the comedy, which makes it work, I think. And then you have John Malkovich. Oh my gosh, this guy! I just love him in any scene he's in. He's such a strangely funny guy, and he's always with Steve Carell's character, and they just have this back and forth, always kind of bickering and fighting, but they work together in some kind of good way, you know. It just works. When you watch the show, they work together well as characters. And it's a really star-studded cast. There's a lot of big actors that I love to see on screen. Even Fred Willard, like, just very small roles, but he is funny. There are a lot of funny characters. I will say this show is a little darker. It's rated R, so if you're coming from The Office, it might not be your cup of tea. It might not be for you. So just a quick review of this fairly funny show. Like, if you got some spare time, check it out. I watched it because I like a lot of these actors, so maybe if you like some of these actors, you might like it. I think it's a solid, if not dry, comedy show. And so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, guys. Be sure to like this video and spread the word about it for Game Life Reviews. If you like our content, be sure to stay tuned for the next video, because I'll definitely keep them coming, guys. Stay tuned and slap it.